Hello everybody, welcome back to our AC Shadows playthrough. Last time we began the quest to know about Tsune-sensei, and today we're going to continue it.
Lord Nobunaga rides for Azuchi if he has not arrived already. What if it is too soon?
It may be too soon. It may not be soon enough. What he needs to see from you is for him to decide. No matter. Let us see how you wield that blade. Follow my movement.
Okay, it's a kata. In the early morning. Oh, it's just one step? Okay. Seems like a fairly basic one then. I will say, this is a lot, like, super cutscene heavy, which is probably why they added those two very pointless fights. But, at the start. But honestly, the cutscenes are fine. I would have preferred them not to have two stupid little fights that, if anything, are extremely weird. Like, why not just show him failing instead of having us beat up on someone and then randomly get, like, people talking about how poorly we did for no real reason. Ooh, perfectly sync that up. Like, it's just so weird. Though it is nice seeing Yasuke's trials and tribulations.
I must go now, Diogo. Continue the movements until your thoughts no longer trouble you.
Thank you, Nobutsuna-sensei.
Still want to know what's in that letter, though.
Benevolence, righteousness, courtesy, wisdom, integrity, courage. This is what it means to take up the sword. This is who I am.
I would be a warrior like you.
I am still learning myself. Nobutsuna-sensei is a true master.
My grandfather was a warrior. I wanted to be like him too. His name was Yasuke. He was brave, but also kind. When anyone needed something, they would call Yasuke, Yasuke, and he would always help. And I miss him. And he was brave.
It is good to remember your grandfather, Yasuke. We should always act such that we are remembered well.
Yes, but I also want to be like you.
Yasuke.
That was a rather silly way for him to get that name. In fact, it really ruined the rest of the cutscene arc, in my opinion, because it was kind of stupid.
Lord Oda Nobunaga.
Not now.
I present this helmet as a sign of my school's undying loyalty. Please accept this gift, my lord.
But my main problem with that previous scene was that it was a classic case of tell don't show. They needed to show, or at least that wasn't even tell don't show. That was just here's his origin. Let's do it in a sloppy way that makes him look like a hero. That was such a bad way to show how Yasuke got his name. Like, it's not even like it didn't connect the way I'm sure the writers were hoping for it to connect. They should have had Nobunaga tell the story or something and give it to Yasuke, not just some random little boy who we've never seen. And as far as we're aware, there wouldn't be any children at the area. I mean, literally, you could have just given those lines to Oda Nobunaga, and it would have had more weight to them if you altered them a bit. Anyways.
Yogo, speak.
I challenge Masatoyo's champion to a duel. I will win back my mentor's sword.
Outrageous! This barbarian is no samurai. He has no right to.
Samurai or not, I permit this to. No. I command it.
Yes, Lord. But, Lord, my champion defeated 3 students. Can he do the same?
Send 3 or 30, it matters not. I will take that sword back. No! We fight with steel.
Respect it.
Begin.
I just wish it wasn't nighttime.
Come on then.
I will relish watching you die in shame.
My man shows both skill and power.
Hitting each other, huh?
Masatoyo-sensei, what now?
Uh-oh. Got real, didn't it, Bookos? Done.
I will have that.
The music does not fit this scene at all.
It is an honor to return your katana, Sensei.
And why is he so speechless? Make him seem like a doddering fool in this specific cutscene.
Yogo, you have proven your loyalty and valor. What's more, you have earned your place next to me as a samurai. What shall we call you? Samurai.
My name is Yasuke.
And now it's summer. Wow, those memories, reliving them really took a long time, didn't it? Honestly, even when they do something right, they can't help but screw it up. I'm mightily impressed, Ubisoft Quebec. I didn't realize you were that good at dropping the ball. When it came to narrative story, at least.
Yasuke, join me.
This tree remains my favorite in all of Azuchi.
Cultivating a bonsai is about guiding its proportion, its balance, and its maturation. But the tree itself must also want to develop. A gardener can only guide the tree so far.
I am like a tree.
This tree wants to grow, Sensei.
Indeed, a bonsai is not unlike a samurai. A sensei can guide its growth, but a samurai must do the growing. Foreign samurai are unheard of, yet you were chosen by the great Lord Nobunaga. I don't know what Lord Nobunaga saw in you when he first sent you, but I'm glad that he did. You may yet prove to be the most promising student to ever study Shinkagekyo.
You honor me, Nobutsuna-sensei.
That is a list of names. The greatest students from across my many years of teaching. They will push you harder than I can. And if you can defeat them, you will be the true champion of my school.
New fact.
When you are ready, open that scroll and read those names. But only when you are truly ready.
I will challenge these students, and whoever wins, the victory is yours, Sensei.
Okay, so do we finally learn what's in this letter? It seems like the flashbacks are done. Very cutscene heavy. On the whole, better than...
Yasuke, Lady Oichi said I might find you here.
Is she alright?
She requests your presence at Odani Castle. Or what is left of it.
I will go to her.
You should also know there's a shadow of Aomi. Corrupt officials tax the locals and give nothing in return. The people suffer.
Let me see what can be done to help them. Nobutsuna-sensei has moved out of Azuchi Castle. I should visit him at his new estate.
Okay, so quest completed in education. Yeah, overall, that was a decent quest, but it had its bads. Some of those cutscenes. Again, I don't mind cutscene heavy storytelling, but if you can't develop your story at all, reach Oda's Keep. Okay, so it's another memory quest there. If you can't develop your storytelling at all beyond cutscenes, like long form cutscenes, that is a problem. Yep, we have the corrupt and people of Omi. Wait, the corrupt Daikan. What? These crooked lords and magistrates exploit the people for their own gain. Oh, okay. The connoisseur is a cruel glutton, who derives sick pleasure from feasting in front of his starving, destitute subjects. Level 30. He's in Wakasa. Okay, so what we listened to, that's what... No, this is. The hedonist, lost to his own chamber of earthly excess, the hedonist turns a blind eye to the suffering of his people as he indulges in debauchery. In Omi, okay. Then you have the hoarder. Hoarder has taken control of the artisan guilds in Yamashiro, stealing their handiwork through a thinly veiled craft tax in order to control prices and present the wheel with stolen gifts. Who's the wheel? The soiled merchant. Sequestered away within the high walls and thick foliage of his estate, the soiled merchant is a recluse, demands taxes paid in human waste. Ew. Lives in a lush estate in Omi. Okay, well, he's at least 23, but... Who the heck is the wheel? Okay, and we got intel on the other two members, the mourner and the fox. Reach Otis Keep. Yasuke has much to learn about the inner workings of Azuchi Castle. Complete the Lords of Azuchi quest to progress. We will do that. And then the mourner, meet with Lady Oichi, who has invited Yasuke to Omi province to discuss her brother's death. So yeah, seems like all of these are meant to be done by Yasuke, these three. With the fox maybe being done by Yasuke as well. I hope not. I want Naoe to kill the fox. It's what she deserves. After the fox wounded her father, Yasuke must continue his samurai education, prepare to serve Lord Nobunaga as he prepares for battle. So I do kind of want to continue Yasuke's quest line right now, while we are kind of in that streak. Okay, let's check out people of Omi. You have Kuma, Lady Oichi's loyal bodyguard. Kuma has tasked Naoe and Yasuke through eliminating corrupt Daiken across the land. Nobutsuna, when was that mentioned? I don't remember that at all. But okay. I could just be like really badly memory impaired. Nobutsuna Sensei, having learned of his sensei's departure from Azuchi Castle, Yasuke decides to pay him a visit at his new residence. Okay. And I assume that all his rewards will be from defeating his other champions. And Lady Oichi, friends and servants of Oda Nobunaga's sister are concerned about her welfare. Well, I guess Yasuke would count as a friend. Again, we have all of them in one place, that being Takagi Otsuka Fort, the Kabuki Kimono, which we will take out soon. But for now, I want to kind of stick in Omi and work through the territory. Again, I'm being pretty methodical with it. Though obviously not fully methodical, as there's still all of this, like Osaka Castle, and all the territory down here in the Kwachi Heights, and up here, and through here. Like, I've missed most, or like half of Yamashiro I haven't even really been to. So I am spending some time, but not like a lot of time in each place. Sokenji Temple, the Eastern Barracks. Alright, well I guess we gotta reach Oda's Keep. Let's make our way over there, but we will do that in the next episode. I also do like how, because Azuchi is built into the hills, it's a lot of scaling places. Working our way up, so to speak.
Lord Nobunaga's samurai! Has he returned to help us reclaim Azuchi for the Oda?
Keep your voice down, fool. Do you want the whole Akechi army to hear us?
I want to throw up again. Every time I hear them talk about the Akechi army. The Akechi army was destroyed at Yamazaki Castle. They never would have reached Azuchi. Or they never reached Azuchi, I should say.
I should see if I still have allies at the Tenchu.
Plain and bloody simple. Here we go. Azuchi Castle is not yet a restricted area, but I'm almost certain it will become a restricted area after this quest is over. Alright, well, next time we'll make our way in and hopefully get this quest done. And we will see if we can get intel about this talented archer. Maybe catch a glimpse of a potential candidate for the Fox. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all have enjoyed. I'm sorry once again for all of the ranting, but there are just, again, there are some simple things. I think I like the Burden of Legacy so much more because it's bridged in a really unique way. Yeah, I'm not using that. Blasting Tuple of Reaving. But again, if a story isn't good, which this story is objectively bad, I lose interest in a game. Like, I'm more than happy to play through the side stuff, like exploring the map and doing side quests here and there, and hunting down the Kabuki Kimono, and hunting down the merchants, and dealing with the factions. But I also want to play through the main story, but when the main story is this bad, it's hard for me to actually sum up the desire to play through it. I mean, I've heard negative things about Fallout 4 story, but I have a hard time believing it's as bad as this. This is genuinely one of the worst AAA game stories I have ever seen. And I will say a lot of that comes from them choosing to deviate so hard from prior material that was actually really good. But the rest of it, or most of the rest of it, is also that there are different ways they can make scenes more impactful. And instead of making them impactful, they've butchered them. And it's just really, really, really annoying. Alrighty. Until next time. Oh hey, and it's still just barely summer. I don't understand why all those seasons would pass. Like, okay, well, I mean, in general, the whole story doesn't make any sense. Like, why Akechi Mitsuhide is the villain. But, okay. Honestly, wouldn't have minded them making Toyotomi Hideyoshi the villain if they had also given us, like, some... Like, after we kill Oda Nobunaga with Akechi Mitsuhide's help, having a DLC where we, where we learn about, like, one of the DLCs is Akechi Mitsuhide's death at the hands of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and we try and fail to stop him. And we see, like, a little bit like AC3 where we played as Hytham. I would have loved to have played as Toyotomi Hideyoshi and seen him maneuver his way around with things like the sword hunts and stuff, and show just how capable and cunning he is and how much of a villain he could be as a Templar, as the new Templar Grand Master, potentially. And then having an older Naue finish him off in the second DLC, which takes place during the Japanese invasion of Korea, masterminded by Hideyoshi. That would have been really good storytelling, but if done right. But nope, just give me slop, please. Till next time.